We often make the simplest choices the most complicated, Sam, like Moses standing before the Israelites, laying out this stark choice between life and death. Yet here we are thousands of years later, still struggling with the same fundamental decisions.
That's such an interesting way to frame it. Pappy, what catches my attention is how this ancient text tackles decision paralysis, something we're drowning in today.
Well, Sam, what strikes me most is how Moses completely dismantles the idea that understanding God's will is some mystical puzzle. He's saying, look, this isn't rocket science. You don't need to send someone to heaven or across the sea to figure this out.
Hmm. Wow, Pappy, that's quite different from how most ancient religions operated. Usually, they kept their teachings locked away within elite priesthood.
Right on task, Sam. And here's what's powerful. This message was delivered to everyone, from tribal leaders down to water carriers. It's like Moses is saying, this truth is already in your mouth and heart. No special decoder ring needed.
You know what this reminds me of? How often overcomplicate basic life choices today.
Oh man, Sam, exactly. It's like when people say they need expensive equipment or special training to start exercising. The principles are usually simple. It's the consistent application that trips us up.
So, what do you make of Moses' warning about the consequences of these choices?
Well, what fascinates me is how he describes this gradual drift from faith. It's not some dramatic moment. It starts with the heart turning away, then progressing to not listening, then being led astray. It's like watching erosion happen in slow motion.
And that's such a powerful metaphor for how people drift from their principles today.
And you know what's relevant for us? The way he talks about modern gods, things that compete for our ultimate allegiance. Today, it might not be golden calves, but we've got plenty of alternatives: career, status, social media validation.
That brings this ancient text into our modern context.
Absolutely. And here's what I find particularly fascinating. Moses emphasizes how these choices affect future generations. When he says, choose life so that you and your descendants may live, he's highlighting this ripple effect through time.
That adds so much weight to these seemingly personal decisions.
Right? And notice how, even while laying out these severe consequences, there's this thread of hope running through it all. God isn't setting up impossible standards or trying to trick people into failure.
Almost like a parent watching their child learn to walk, hoping for success, not waiting for failure.
You know, Sam, that's a perfect analogy. And when Moses declares, He is your life, he's making this profound statement about the nature of our relationship with God. It's not just about following rules, it's about connecting to the very source of life itself.
Pappy, somehow this message still resonates powerfully today, thousands of years later.
Well, that's because it touches something fundamentally human. This need to choose what we're going to center our lives around. Whether we're in ancient Israel or modern America, we're all faced with this same basic decision about what will be ultimate in our lives.
So, in the end, it all comes down to this simple choice between life and death, blessing and curse.
Yes, but here's the key insight. Moses doesn't just present the choice and walk away. He actively advocates for choosing life. It's like he's saying, look, I've spent 40 years leading you, and I want you to make the right choice here. It's not just instruction, it's a heartfelt appeal from someone who deeply cares about the outcome.